Hi, my name is Barrie Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Hyundai. Then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 1.4 Blue Drive SE Nav, 2017 on a 67 plate, excellent condition, has done 44,731 miles, 2 registered owners, full service history, fuel economy, urban 42.8 miles per gallon, extra urban 55.4 miles per gallon, and combined is 50.4 miles per gallon. Has a top speed of 104 miles per hour out of a 4-cylinder 89 brake horsepower 16 valve engine. When we moved from the other Grosvenor garage, we moved to a smaller place to try and take it a bit easier and retire. It's not worked out so well, or it's worked out very well depending on your point of view. We seem to be a lot busier than we used to be, but we've got a smaller pitch. So what we tried to do, we moved into selling more luxurious cars than the type we used to sell. Unfortunately, that meant that all the customers we've had for the last 20 years, we kind of let them down, because this is the sort of thing that they bought from us. So we are making a concerted effort to find cars like this now, and keep servicing our old customers. I mean, it's very difficult to get a customer. It's very easy to lose them, but it's very difficult to get them in the first place. So with that in mind, we do try and buy cars like this. Nice little economical cars, plenty of room in them, nice little family car, luggage space, lots of headroom, easy to get in and out, a bit higher off the ground, easier for me to get in and out. So I like this type of car. And to be fair, it's kind of what most people should have, I think. But anyway, so nice enough car. We've got the chrome trims on the door handles. Not a fantastic spec by any means, but you've got everything you need. Nice Hyundai grille, the chrome surround. No privacy glass, the black window surrounds. Integrated rear tailgate spoiler, rear wash wipe. Reversing camera is just there, so that's nice and handy. You've also got reversing sensors too. The hard rear load cover, which lifts out the way when you lift the tailgate up. Nice flat load area in the boot. Power socket in the side there, which comes in handy. Let's just cut that. I have moved the seat forward quite a bit, but that's because my feet are muddy and I didn't want to get the back of the seat dirty, so here we go. Plenty of headroom. The seats are okay. The headrest is just sticking in my back at the top, but not too much. Just move it up a little bit, be fine. Nice and comfortable. We've got a rear armrest here. We've got the rear child seat Isofix anchor points, 3 inertia reel belts. One of them comes out of the roof here and just tucks back in there. It's actually, I was just thinking to myself, gosh, I bet that rattles, but there's a little slot there where you put the belt, so that stops it from rattling. So that's a good design from Hyundai. Airbags in the A pillar and the B pillar. Nice car, plenty of room, nice and light. Charcoal seats with a patterned centre panel. Got magazine flaps in the back here, and they're not all stretched like a lot of them get. It's all lovely car. Okay, well, it's a lovely day for it, so I'll just take you for a ride. Just dispose of my coat. Actually, I'll just see if I can show you this chap up there on his quad. He's just led all those sheep behind him. He's like the Pied Piper of Sheepling. They've all followed him up there. Anyway, back to the car. Enough of nature. Let's take it out of gear. So foot on the clutch, proper ignition key, start the car. Here's the service history, good service history. 2nd of the 5th 2018 at 10,932 miles, Corkhills Hyundai. 18th of the 12th 2018 at 22,000. Not been hanging about there. 22,027 miles, Corkhills Hyundai. 20th of the 7th 2020, 39,000 miles, Corkhills Hyundai. 14th of the 7th 2021, 42,000 miles at Corkhills Hyundai. And then on the 27th of the 6th 2020 at 44,180 miles, Station Garage Knutsford put a new clutch and pads all round in the vehicle. So it's nice light clutch there. It's just, do I need to be a bit more forward? I feel like I'm too high up, but that's the actual position of the ride in these vehicles. As I say, it's an ideal, certainly second car, a kid bus, and 1.4 engine. Got everything you need. It's height and reach adjustable steering wheel, multifunction. I think those are your, can't see them with these glasses on. That's audio mute, volume control, skip tracks. That will change stations, or actually it'll change the source, I think, from radio to CD to Bluetooth. Not just comfortable. I messed about with the seat when I was sitting in the back there to video the back seats. I was really comfortable on the way up. Now I'm not. There you go. That's a bit better. Wipers on the right, indicators on the left, and also your headlamps and fog lamp. It's auto there. We've got Sat Nav, Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming. It's a nice setup, nice and simple. 5-speed gearbox. I particularly like the heater controls. Again, switches for where the air direction will be going. And then you've got your hot and cold there, and then your fan there. So it's all in one place, not moving around to different things. Right in the centre, straightforward from the gear stick without even looking. You can control your heat, which I needed this morning because it was freezing, all iced up. Pretty economical car, I think. We've got power folding door mirrors, and finished in red metallic with this kind of charcoal grey cloth. I'll just put this on.
Yeah, the trails are all the same, except.
Right, so that's the radio. I can switch the nav on there. It's the first time I've used it, so you've got to agree you're not going to be distracted, even though you're distracted having to press the screen to say you're not going to be distracted. So that sat nav, it's everything you need. Front centre armrest here. It's pretty quiet. Just nicely finished car. Nothing spectacular. Just typical Hyundai, I suppose. It's everything well thought out, pretty well put together. I think I saw in one of the motoring magazines that, was it the Hyundai Tucson or something, was the most satisfying car to own. I don't know what satisfies drivers these days, but oh, you're welcome. I think she might have waved, but here we go. Nothing. Still don't trust it. Certain death corner. Tarnbrook. I must go up there one day. He looked like a bit like that. Was it Ron Perlman in the Sons of Anarchy? Don't want to argue with him. I'll reverse. The rear parking sensors. I never showed you the reversing camera, did I? There's nothing coming. I'll just stick that in reverse, and there we go. There's the reversing camera. So it's just got the goalpost. Doesn't tell you. It didn't show you where you go if you turn the steering wheel. So obviously, Hyundai don't think the customers are stupid. Just here. There we go. In the centre, well, on the left-hand side, you have a rev counter. In the centre, you have your information display, and on the right-hand side, you've got speedo. Your information display. These are polarised lenses, and sometimes I find it, although it takes the glare off everything, it also makes it quite difficult to see a sat nav screen and also an information screen. So, in the information panel in the centre, left hand side at the top, coolant temperature, right hand side, fuel gauge, then we've got, what is that? We've certainly got the mileage at the bottom, and then if I click that, we've got the trip 2, distance to empty, average miles per gallon, and instantaneous miles per gallon. We're just showing we were doing 300 miles per gallon then. So it's a raised driving position. You can see better. I went in well, I was going to say I went in Starbucks yesterday, but I go in Starbucks every day at least once. And pulling off the car park, the bushes have just grown a little bit higher as you're pulling out, and you pull out to turn right and then go off Capital Centre. I was in a Merc, and usually I'm in a Range Rover, and you can see everything coming in a Range Rover because you're over the bush. But in the Merc, it was just that bit lower down, and I couldn't actually see for the life of me. I had to reverse back so I could see and then take a run at it, which is probably not the best way of approaching a blind bend. But just with this, you're just that bit higher. Just turn that fan on a little bit. elbow, lazy driving, elbow on the armrest, and you can just change gear without moving your arm. Dead easy. It's a nice car. We've had it a couple of weeks actually, but we've just had so many other more expensive cars that I've never got round to doing this. So hopefully now with proper photos, although last night when I got it out, it was buried at the top of the forecourt, and I got it out and a chap came to look at it. He'd seen it as he was going past, not advertised. But because we're so pressed for time these days, and this was clean and ready to photograph and video, I decided to do it anyway. You have your phone controls here. So these buttons there, that's reset, and also it just scrolls through the functions on the information display. There is a switch which knocks off the stop start, which is the first switch you should reach for when you get in the car. And then we've got electric door mirrors. Select the mirror in the center, knocking that switch across, and then just do that one. Yeah, they're both working fine. Ooh, little pheasant there, blending into the leaves at the side of the road. Mother Nature's a marvellous thing when you're hiding from somebody with a shotgun, but not so good when a guy in a car can't see you. Pleasant car to drive. There's a footrest at the side of the clutch, like of course there are in most cars, but that's that's just at the right angle for me. Was that a Hyundai Tucson going the other way? Did he look very satisfied driving it? Oh, there's the wedding cake car. Looks like it's made out of icing, white and blue. I see them quite a lot when I'm up here. not a whole lot to say about this car, but see there, the sun's in my eyes is making it very difficult. So it's Bluetooth, hands-free Bluetooth audio streaming. That there, the media button, the radio and media, click on media, and that should show probably the audio book I'm listening to at the moment.
He had enough as well.
Just Jesse Stone there, another one. Robert B. Parker. I'm going to knock that off. Hopefully it's not been playing all this time and I've lost my place. I'm just going to be watching out for the ice again. Yesterday, well, not yesterday, the day before, the ice down here was quite bad, and the car was just sliding straight down with no help from me or the engine. It was just round here. It was all ice. Yeah, it's not so bad today. The sun's obviously melted it. All good. Got a bit of a turn of speed as well. Very, very easy to drive. All the books stamped up as well, which is good to see. A lot better than digital service history. Certain death corner 2. It certainly handles the terrain around here very, very well. It's not too bumpy. It's not too wallowy. Quite a handy second gear. Brakes are all good. Nothing to report really. I can't find anything wrong with it. And even that was third gear, and it took off okay in third gear. It's a lovely car. It's not going to get your heart racing, but it'll get you where you want to go. In comfort, and it's economical too. Oh, goodness me, it looks like somebody's been doing handbrake turns on here. I wouldn't like to be doing it there. Well, actually, they're probably down there. Probably gone over the edge. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.